yourself, please.
I'm Louise Munsell Rogers,
I'm so many years
and I'm oh God, how old am I? I'm 73 years old.
I'm Harlan Rogers,
You forgot the
and I'm 81.
Don't talk like that. I forgot
We
to say
met.
when I was born.
All right.
That's okay. You don't need to.
You want to know when we met?
No, your family with. Where are you from?
Karnes County.
Brothers and sisters.
Most of my life was spent in Karnes County. I got 7 sisters and 2 brothers. And they're scattered all over Texas and part of Arkansas. We lost 1 sister, 1 brother, and the rest of them are all still alive. And
2 sets of twins.
I had 1 set of twin nieces, my oldest sister, and then my youngest sister had twins, and I had 5 kids.
And Louise.
No,
Well, we met in Austin, Texas.
no.
I was in Austin, Texas, already living in Pflugerville. And
Well,
I had 11 brothers and sisters,
No, yeah.
2 sets of twins, 2 boys, and then a boy and a girl, which is me and my twin brother. And the other 2, there's none of them living now, but there was a big family, and a mother and a daddy.
and how did y'all meet?
I was plowing up my cotton. I had to get it done by the 10th of October. And I was driving down the road, and she come a walking down the road,
And how
shaking it and breaking it.
and how old were you?
I was 19, 20.
And how old were you?
No, I was 21 or 23. I was 23. How old I was?
And how old were you, Marco?
I was 15.
Okay.
My father worked at Desso Hall
In Austin?
in Austin, and I was walking down to get some. They had a little store, and I was walking down the road to go get some bright and early coffee for bright and early coffee in the morning. And that's how I got hooked on coffee. And let me see, what now? And he comes up there and he knocks on the door and introduces himself and told me who he was, and he wanted a date. I said, well, you see that barn right out there? That's a dairy barn. My father's out there. You'll have to go ask him. And he did. And he said I could date him, which I like to fell through the floor.
But when I went to pick her up, her little sister was with her. Then we go to the show.
So she had to go on the date too. And then 2 months later,
No, we didn't get there to it. That was in October, because I was getting my cotton planted. It was October, most of October, November, December, and January before we got married.
well, anyway, 2 months later or something like that, he went out, he come up to the door, he knocked on the door, asked me to marry him. And I said, well, you'll have to go out there at that barn and ask my father. And he did, and he said yes. And I went in the house, and January the, 15th, 14th? And I told Nancy, she said, what are you packing a suitcase for? I said, I'm going to get married. She said, what? And I said, Daddy gave permission. So I said, bye, Nancy. She said, Daddy's going to kill you. And that's it. And then we got married, and we started having children.
But, you know, the thing of it is what we really done, you know, in our time, what we spent our time. We went to the movie, stuff like that. We rode around, we looked at this, we looked at that. we went to Dessau one time, and this one old boy got to messing around with her, and I said, "There, we ain't going to Dessau no more." We didn't ever go back to Dessau, and we went to Alice, Texas, down there close to Frere, and my brother married us down there on January the 16th,
Yep.
1948. And we had 5 kids.
We didn't have any kids. That's Billy Goats. We had 5 children.
And we had a good life, I guess. We had to,
Y'all watch him. It's funny.
we had to root hog or die. I mean, everything we made, we had to spend it to raise the kids.
Yeah.
And where did y'all work?
I worked for different places now. I worked at Gustafson Manufacturing for 5 years. And then from there I went to Rainbow, and I stayed at Rainbow Baking for 32 years.
I worked at the Astor Restaurant for 17 years. Oh, wait a minute. I worked at Ship Ahoy for about a year. Then I went to the Astor. And then I quit, and I ain't worked since.
And what about your children?
Well,
They all married, and all divorced. Some of them married again. Some of them ain't never married again. And we got 40
how many grandchildren?
grandchildren. We got 13, 14 grandchildren, but we got about, how many, 40 great-grandchildren?
No.
I know, Arlen, the little ones are the
That's what
great-grandchildren.
I mean.
We don't have that many.
We got a lot of them.
And what about your children?
We had
5.
4 girls and a boy. We had Cynthia, Lynn, Rogers, Kathleen, Louise, Rogers, Janice Sue Rogers,
And all of them Richard.
Arlen Richard Rogers,
Connie Jean.
Connie Jean Rogers. And that's it. And one of them is going to be with Jesus. And we will see her later. Thank you, Lord. Now what? Where'd we live?
Anyway, we couldn't ask for
The places we
any
live.
fuller life.
Yeah.
I guess we just had about as full of life as anybody. Then 2 people that just met out in the wilds and got married and had kids.
It wasn't wild. This is wild.
Wild is way up there in the dairy country and farming country. I
See
don't
the
know.
tree there? Right, you didn't get the tree.
Yeah, you got it all.
And you moved to Corpus? Did y'all live in Annabelle?
We moved from Pflugerville to Nixon, where I work. I run a service station.
Where we lived. Wish we still
Then
were.
I took a job on a ranch at Poteet, where we stayed for a little over a year.
Lived way out in the country there.
And
Way
then,
out in the country.
We moved to Corpus because the boss wanted me to move down there and go to work for him in the shop. He was, had a factory down there, manufacturing farm equipment.
Okay, tell them about our first home.
And we bought a home on Monitor Street in 1951.
And all the pictures are in the books of the
And
house.
I changed jobs in 1955, went to Rainbow Baking Company as a mechanic. And in 1971, I took over the job as a superintendent of the garage, fleet department. I worked day and night. But that's what I wanted to do. That's what I like to do.
And how long have you been retired?
Tell you what.
I retired in 1988, so that makes it what?
Almost 20 years now? 18 years?
Did you get his homemade walking stick?
Anyway, we moved up here in 1981.
In Papalote?
Yeah,
Oh,
been here
great
ever-
papalote.
Papalote?
I've traveled this place 1,992,942
Tell him
times.
about your garden.
Always tried to raise a garden, feed my kids. I had to do something to feed my kids. They're all big eaters, big eaters.
I'm surprised he didn't say especially my wife.
But wouldn't ask for any more. I mean, you know, I've lived my life. Now all I do is sit on the front porch
He'd rock.
and rock and work in the garden.
Watch the bird.
Watch the
Oh,
bird.
yeah. And
We're
watch
bird
the
watchers.
beautiful flowers bloom. See the beautiful flowers?
We're bird watchers,
Yeah.
and we have a lot of different kinds.
Very interesting.
And I thought I knew every one of them, but I don't. A lot of them come around here and I don't know who they are. Couldn't ask anything better. I mean, I couldn't ask anything better. We fought and we fussed and we argued and we don't mess with me. And we had, I thought we raised 5 pretty good kids. Always had hoped they were good kids. And they've brought some good grandkids to us, you know. And then in turn, we're getting some great grandkids.
Asking question. Can't say like
We've got
nothing
some
else.
older, great grandkids old enough nearly to start producing. So we may have great before you know it, you know.
They got to get married, you know.
Oh, that's, well, they're already married.
Oh, forget it. People don't get married anymore.
Yeah,
Forgot.
he's already married, Lou. Jeffrey.
Well, when y'all were younger, it was you had
Jeffrey got
married.
married at he got married
15 and
to a little girl named Angel,
16 and 16.
16 years old.
She's a good looking little
She
girl.
is pretty.
Jeffrey, I thought, had good head on him. Maybe he does. Maybe he knows what
He
he
had a
does.
good something else too.
But,
Oh Lord, I'd rather them got married than live together like that.
yeah,
Sheesh. Now you'll have to ask us because I can't remember nothing else. Except I've sure cooked a lot of good meals since I got married.
And you were in the service, right?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I went to service last 44 and stayed in 46, through 46.
That was before I met him.
Went to Europe.
And you served in World War II?
Yes. 44th Division. Seen a lot of country. I had some scary times, but I did see a lot of country.
Tell him about the picture you found the other day.
Well, that's,
With all his buddies in the army. Great big long pictures.
yeah.
And they were torn in two somehow or another. There
Well, I
was
guess-
Arlen sitting right there. The
I
littlest
keep
one in the
thinking
bunch.
about that 2 years, nearly 2 years, is just nearly what you'd say lost time. But then I look back, a lot of people, you know, just go just to get away or just to see the country. But I had to go. And I spent most of my time in the service was overseas in Europe. Germany, France, Switzerland,
And at that
Belgium,
time,
Holland,
a lot of
Austria.
men were gone from America.
Oh yeah, a lot of us was done the same way.
We're
They
supposed to
done
look
the
at the
same
camera.
way.
Arlen.
I don't like to look at the camera.
He's taking pictures of your walking stick.
And then when you were in the Boy Scouts, right?
Yeah, I had the
Scoutmaster, Boy
the
Scoutmaster.
privilege of being a scoutmaster for around 13 years, and had some good times. Had some son-in-laws that
And I
worked
had the
with me
privilege
in
of raising the
Scouts.
kids by myself.
We had some
He raised the Boy Scouts.
awful good times.
And what do you think was the biggest challenge in your marriage?
Holding it together. You know, the thing of any marriage is to being able to provide and raise your family and be the, what do you call him, head anchor, the head of it, and taking blame for anything that goes wrong and trying to keep it on the even keel. I guess
Well, sometimes it got crooked.
Happens to everybody.
Yep, sure it is.
And you deal with it?
Yeah.
You deal with it?
We lived in different places. We bought a house in Mayfield after we'd lived on Monitor for about 7 years.
He talks with his hands.
Then we bought a place out on Mayfield in Hannahville.
And that was where I wish the
12.
still was.
12, 13 years. Then we bought a place on Brooks in Corpus and lived there for about 3 years, 4 years. And then we bought this place up here.
Looking around, I said, I'd never go back to the country. Never! We come up here looking around and found this place for $300 down and $69 a month.
You don't
For
have
how
to
many
go
years?
to. You don't have to.
For
go
how
in-
many years?
You don't have to go into finance. We paid
For
it
how
off.
many years?
We paid it off.
I told you for how many years?
We been here 24, 25 years.
Well, I ain't paid it off for that
Oh,
already.
yeah, we paid it off after we sold an acre to my daughter.
Yeah.
We paid all of it off, all the acreage off. The trailer house, we paid on it to about the time I retired, 1988.
And then we pay a long time.
Yeah.
That's right, they're wore out. We're hoping it'll last the rest of our life.
Yes.
If a big wind don't
Yeah.
come along.
We've had,
Let's see, we've raised cats and we've raised dogs and we've ain't got no monkeys, do we?
we've had some winds and we've had some hailstorm. Hailstorm root.
Yeah.
A lot of the siding we had to replace. We got our own water well.
Leaks still. Yeah, we had to build a water rail out here. But it's the best water in the world, Ray.
I raised a garden out here for years where she couldn't stay up with canning. She canned a lot of stuff.
Canned tomatoes and canned green beans. One year I did mustard greens and spinach.
Carrots.
Carrots, yeah, lots of carrots. I think we just ate the last jar of those not too long ago.
Good gum. You know, pestilence hit us. Excuse me. Nematodes. You don't know what those are, you'll have to look it up. There's some kind of a insect or pest that saps and nuts the roots.
Oh,
They
what
can't
you
get
writing down?
moisture up to the plant, so the plant eventually dies out. I had to move it from here to the back.
Oh, we forgot we got a little elf we watch every day too.
That's about it now.
You gotta get a
That's
picture of
about
that
it.
elf.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you guys for having
You're
us.
welcome.
For letting us do this.
We love you.
Thank you. We love you too.
Yeah.